Hello everyone, Garnet here, and welcome back to the Ultimate Survivor here on ARK Survival Ascended. You may be wondering why we are out in the dark, kind of away from our base. Now that is because it is a 90% night and a 10% day. I've already spent an entire night up on the surface collecting a whole bunch of drops, but I will show those to you a little bit later when we get back to the base. The main reason that we're actually out and about right now, I'm right next to the surface that I would love to go to. It's almost 6 in the morning. Now, normally you'd want to go out here a lot earlier than this. However, there's a benefit of going out onto the surface at 6 a.m. Now, on a 90% night, 11 a.m. is when the sun starts to come back up. So we have ourselves a good 5 hours between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m. before we need to leave. Now, the reason that I wanted to come up here after 6 a.m. is you can see down there right now, there are a couple of Reapers that are hiding at the moment. Now, after 6, they disappear. The main benefit of this is something like a, 135 Fasola that I may have seen while I was up here collecting drops. It's the perfect time to try to tame something like that when there are no Reapers around. So I'm just going to hang out for a couple minutes until it turns 6 a.m. and the Reapers fully disappear from our sight. Maybe I'll get a little bit closer to where this Fasola is, so it'll be a little bit easier to tame it. Now, odds are, I probably will not be able to get this thing out of here before the sun hits. However, it should still be another... it should only be a couple hours before the sun goes down again, which will be great for me to come up and grab the thing. I mean, we noticed last time that we were missing a lot of flint, and I figured this would be the perfect time to get one of these tamed, especially since I found a good handful of grenades inside of drops while I was on the surface in the first place. Now, normally trying to tame a Fasola would be a massive pain, but as I mentioned on Scorched Earth, trying to tame one on this map is extremely easy, and just looking at all the stuff that's along the ground, including element nodes and the metal nodes and everything like that, you can definitely see why it may be a lot easier on this map compared to Scorched. Now let me actually find the mound. There she is. So we're going to put you right here. We're going to make sure you are safe. You're not going to be attacked by any of these guys. And we'll kind of put you onto passive. We'll grab the grenades, and we should be able to easily knock this one out in one go. Let me just make sure we get to her in time. Lovely. Now let's just run into every single one of these nodes over here, and it should be a super, super fast knockout. Would you look at that? It's just insane how fast you can knock out a Fasola on this map. It takes seconds compared to how long it takes on Scorch. A good 45 to 50 minutes on there. Oh, man. If you weren't sure before as to why I specifically made sure I was just going to tame some here, this is why. And she is already down, so just to kind of make sure that I don't get attacked by Seekers, we're going to get over towards our Rock Drake again. As you can probably see, I do have an Ovis inside of a cryopod in my hotbar, so we're just going to take care of it real quick, and we'll have the mutton that we need to actually try to tame this thing. Thank you for yours. Oh, you know what? That was a big mistake because I should have waited a minute. I killed it way too soon. So what I'm going to do real fast, I'm going to hide this real quick. We're just going to search for an Ovis. That was my mistake. We'll find the nearest one of those and we'll come right back. We should have plenty of time to do it. We have this marked, so we'll be right back in a minute when we have one. Yeah, that was definitely my bad. I should have let the Ovis get a little bit bigger before I attacked it. I've noticed that if you attack newborns as soon as they spawn, they pretty much just disappear. I should have calmed down. My bad. That's what I get. Cool. Sorry, Ovis, and thank you for your sacrifice. So it's only 7:30 in the morning now. We've already got it knocked out. We should be fine just to put the meat inside of its inventory and then get out of here when the sun comes up, which will happen at about 11:30, like I said. About 11:15 actually is more like it. And then during that time, as long as I'm not out here getting the Fasola within range, I don't believe we should have to worry about it burning. We should be able to get out of there and then come grab it after the fact. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned about these things being annoying. Okay, they're not going to attack that thing, but they might attack me if I get close. Ugh, come on, guys. You should come after me instead. Come on. I don't have a light pad on me or anything, but I definitely do not need you around there. Let's get all the rest of your buddies to come over after us, too. The range for the Rock Drake attacks are really big, so I do not want to attack anything somewhat near this at all. Okay, they should be far enough away from the Fasola for me to hop over and throw the mutton in there. Okay, we're definitely going to, we don't have to worry about making sure that it stays knocked out. The only thing I'm going to be a little bit concerned about as to whether or not it'll have enough fresh meat in its inventory by the time it's tamed. I am going to hang out around here just to make sure that, as long as everything inside of my rock drake here is here, it'll last longer than whatever's in my inventory, so we should be okay. We will have another opportunity once the sun goes back down again at 2 p.m., and we'll be able to grab it without needing to deal with any of the Reapers. Reapers only seem to spawn between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Anytime in between, mostly on the 90% nights, are safe to come up here and tame these things. So I think just to be sure that I don't end up accidentally running out of meat inside of this thing, it only has 30 minutes in the initial mutton. If I go grab ourselves some more before the sun comes up and we're able to load them up a little bit more, we should have less of a potential to lose our Fasola, or just not have it fully tamed in the one go. So as much as I don't have to, I am going to go find another Ovis just to kind of solidify the tame and make sure that we don't run out of the meat right in the last second. So I figure I'll mention it as well while we are up here. While I did one of the drop runs on this area, I decided to grab all the notes in this one, as well as the one by the green obelisk, so I will not have to worry about grabbing those later. I just need to get the ones over by the blue obelisk, and at that point, I should be ready to just grab everything else under the ground at that point. So, I mean, really, the difference here will be a total of 5 minutes. However, it's probably worth the difference. So our Fasola is already a third of the way tamed, and it is almost 11, or it's almost 10 in the morning. It is 10 in the morning now. So I'm going to get off the surface. I'm going to head on down towards our base, kind of show you the best things that I collected while I was up here, and we'll kind of talk about whatever else we're planning on doing today. Alright, right back to base, as I was hoping. Luckily, nothing really got in the way of us getting on the roof this time. You have no idea just how often the rock drakes have trouble getting up on here. It is pretty bad at times, but we're here and it's fine. Okay, I guess I'm not worried about falling all the way down. I've noticed while holding onto a Cosmo, even if you're not actually swinging, you take less fall damage, so I'm not going to complain about that. So I did actually end up adding some rugs on the inside of both doors. I was trying to get a line straight down the middle all the way to the other side, but I noticed it was getting skewed because you can't actually... They didn't actually snap together, so I was trying to do it manually, and I noticed it was just getting further and further over, so it's fine. We'll just leave it like that for now. But another thing I was planning on doing while we were over here... Oops, sorry. Let me show you guys exactly what I got, or at least the best stuff. I'm deciding to put it in this treasure chest and show you the best 15 things I find per run. I did find a really good rifle. It's not a blueprint, but we actually do have a rifle now, which is awesome. We found a really good baryonic saddle, which only helps if they actually spawned on the map. I don't know. We could go the route of the Diplos for those, but at the same time, I feel like going towards the Sarco, which I did get a good saddle for as well, might still be the better choice. I don't know. We'll have to see. I did get another really good Basilisk saddle. We got some climbing picks, good dire bear stuff. I mean, it's a good plethora, but these here are going to be amazing. They were in a red ringed drop that I kind of stopped working on everything else and looked right over at. These are going to be super helpful towards the boss fight if I don't actually find anything better. They're going to be really nice to go into that with. And this right here, I'm wanting to show because if I do decide to go the route of taming a Reaper, which I've never done before, I do know it's better to have a riot shield on you. And with the durability on this, I feel like this would be a great use for that. Now, with those out of the way, I was planning on trying maybe make ourselves a chem bench because it would be very nice to have all this stuff ready to go. We're a little bit short on spark powder and crystal, but honestly, out of all the things, those are probably the easiest for me to grab. Let me just make some spark powder real quick, and I'll grab some crystal, and we shall be back shortly. Oh, this is why I want the Fasola. We need that flint. But of course, with everything around here being metal nodes, I need to go to the specific things while hitting them with my weapon, so yeah, we'll go back up here. Now we should be able to actually craft up this chem bench. Very, very useful. Very, very nice piece of equipment. Chem bench. Oops, if I can spell right. Chem bench. Nice. Let's do it. That is a very, very essential piece of equipment that I've definitely been lacking. So let's grab this. Assuming it's ready. Nice. Do it. Should I put it on the other side, or should I just put it right here? I kind of feel like we should just put it here where everything else is already set up for chemistry stuff. I don't know what we're going to use this side for. I mean, having some creature storage has not been bad so far. It's okay. I'm not going to complain about this placement at all. I'm going to pull for... What do we actually want to make? I mean, it could make some gasoline, but I don't need it right now. We're okay on power. I'm going to want more narcotics. Let's maybe pull for 100. I don't know how much I have exactly, but we'll just make what I can. And given the time it is, and how close our Fasola is to being tamed, I feel like we're going to head up that direction now and try to grab her before the Reapers start spawning. I feel like it's going to be a photo finish, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to grab her beforehand, because if not, that would really suck. I do have a really good Fasola saddle blueprints that I should be able to use. I may have even actually found a Fasola saddle out here. I don't remember. I think it may have just been a blueprint, but we just need to make one of those, and then we'll be able to get all the flint that we're ever going to need. Which is very good here, because you have to use a shotgun against Rockwell. Still need to find a good shotgun blueprint, by the way. I don't really want to use the chew shot. Need pump action. You still have meat, right? Yes, the timing actually was perfect. Pick her up now. Go! Came out over level 200, which is awesome. I mean, honestly, it would have been a little bit better if I had kibble, but I didn't. It's fine. Yes, I could spend more time up here trying to get drops, but right now, I am not focused on that. I just want to make sure that we get home with our Fasola. Now that we actually have one. Very good. I mean, we should be... I could do another night's worth. I don't know. Like I did say, I do need the shotgun still. But I think we'll go back inside for now. And we'll come back outside the next time that it's a full 90% night. Kind of missed half of it at this point. Not true. It just barely started. Oh, man. Alright. Fasola secured. I cannot believe the timing on that. I was just running up to double check whether she still had food, which she probably did. But we got her. Let's go collect up a bunch of flint. Now with our new chemistry bench, I should be able to make so much gunpowder. It's going to be out of our nose. Sweet. Made it back here safe and sound. You can just hold on to this mutton if you want. Sterling, you've definitely earned it, my friend. We've done a lot today and the last couple days. As an update towards the element situation, I've actually decided just to build up another 8 batteries, so I have one in both of these, and I've just been kind of going back and forth depending on which one is ready to go, and just making the element. I mean, I have a little bit on me right now, which I definitely should have put away earlier, but it's okay. Not too concerned about that at the moment. Oh man, trying to get onto our roof, looking at the house itself, not easy. I don't know why I just can't help but build with corner pieces, the quarter pieces and stuff. You can't grab onto quarter pieces with the crossbow. It doesn't work. I'd like to say that I have more, but at this moment we really only have 21 elements, so we've done it a total of 7 times. I did grab more green gems because I knew I was going to need those, and there are more blue gems around here in any situation where we might need that also. Did I grab the element out of this one? I did. So this one's not fully charged up yet, but it's getting close, and it should be able to have its turn also. I'm sure the other one over here just made up the one I just set up. Yes. Just in time. So I'm just going to grab it real quick. So now I have 24. About a quarter of what we're going to need overall. Definitely a time-consuming process. Not gonna lie. I've still been letting the Cosmos try to breed together, by the way. I still haven't come up with anything. I did get a 236, but I noticed it's still missing more stats. And the one that it's missing is from the same gender that it has, so it doesn't really do a whole lot for us, unfortunately. Alright, do I actually have a Fasola saddle? I do not have a pre-made Fasola saddle, but I do have a blueprint. And I don't really think we're going to go for the crazy high-end ones that we got when we were on Scorched, even though I still have those with me. Oh yeah, I sorted these into weapons and armor, and saddles on this side. We have 3 different Fasola saddle blueprints now because I found one here. Honestly, we'll probably just go with this one right here. It's just barely a little bit less defense than that, and it's half as many resources. So let's just make one of those real quick. Assuming I have everything, right? Okay, I'm a little bit short on wood. That's fine. Let's grab the... I'll just go out on Sterling. Again, we'll grab the wood and kind of bring it back. I don't want to have the cryopod on cooldown. Got another Megalosaurus here. 125. I still want to try to get better ones because, like I mentioned at the end of the last one, The first one that we tamed has the best health and best melee. There's better stamina and weight on the other ones, but do I really need those? Not really. I really don't. 1,200? I think that's more than what it asked for, so we should be good. So we're going to pull from one of these now. Should be able to make it. Great. I'm not even going to bother using the crafting skill potion. We might get a small amount just because I already have crafting skill points, even if only a few. Just at 100% or 100 defense. That'd be cool. Okay, never mind. It went up by 0.1. It's okay. We don't need an amazing saddle. I mean, we already do. This saddle's already really good. 98 defense. Not going to complain about that one bit. I'm going to put this other saddle over here in this box. Save me on the resources when we decide to make those up for the boss fight. Only use one grenade. I would say that I can't believe that, but that would be a lie. Alright, let's put the Fasola down somewhere where we can actually use them right away. Also, it's probably not charged into the batteries just yet, but this one should be ready to make more element very soon. Oh no, batteries are ready. No, they're not. They're close. Now I can make it. Sweet. We'll grab that in a second. Okay, let's let out our Fasola here. I'm pretty sure they'll still get flint from stones that are mostly metal. I could be wrong. If I have to go to a specific spot, then I guess we will. For now, give it a shot. What are we going to get? Okay, it's hitting one of the ones that are actually stone and only giving me the flint from those. So I feel like I am kind of wasting the nodes around here doing this. So we're going to definitely want to bring them up to the green zone when we're trying to do this. It's going to be our best bet. Or I can just go above where we are. I don't want to ruin... It's a little bit unfortunate, though, to be honest. There's some of these that are... Like that one I knew was going to be stone. The gem ones don't give them to me either. That's good to know. It answers my questions on some of those. Man, I'm glad that I'm doing this with my hazmat suit on. And we get to fall. No damage taken. No harm done. Yeah, we're wasting so many nodes with doing this down here. Regardless, I mean, we still did get over 1,000 from that, and it was a very short run. The thing is, we can't fit inside these gates, can we? I'm pretty sure we can't. I'm gonna have to pick her up every time. Yeah, we're gonna pick her up every time we gotta use her. Luckily, Flint's not extremely heavy. And that actually works out fine in our favor. Alright, Fasola, I'm going to pick you up real quick, and we'll bring you inside. It's a start. We'll have to go on an actual run at some point, go up somewhere where we'll be able to get a lot. But this will at least be enough to kind of get us going on making some more tranks and whatever else we want to do. Exactly why we wanted a Fasola, though. With the chem bench and the Fasola taken care of, that is at least a nice step in the right direction. I'm pretty sure that I've got some stuff that I want to grind down, so let's kind of see what kind of things I might be able to do that with. Racer saddles and platform saddles, not going to use that at all. If we're going to do a Gigantoraptor at all, we'll really have the one, so we'll take care of that. Armor, we've got some low-tier stuff that I have better ones of, so we're going to get rid of this. See, and despite some of this stuff being really good, I don't even know if I'm going to use all of it. So like I said, when it comes to the baryonyx, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of that. I'm not going to get a Spino, so we're going to grind down the Spino saddle. This Megalosaurus saddle is absolutely insane. That's going to be our Alpha 1's saddle that we take into the boss fight. The rest of the stuff I am going to hold on to for now. I don't even know if I'm going to do basilisks, but I don't want to get rid of those saddles. They're just too good. Try to make up for a few of the things that I just used while making that chem bench. Also, I also want to see, can we do the industrial cooker? Do we have everything from one of these? Ooh, we actually do. I would love to make that. Let's do that right now. Alright. I definitely want... I'm going to put this up against this wall. I really am. I don't know. I had plans to use that wall for other things, but it's really not that bad right now. Sweet. We got ourselves a cooker. We should be able to make anything and everything that we want to make going forward. Very, very happy about that. I still need to go and get ourselves an Oviraptor. I'm just barely remembering that. There's something that we need to do. I mean, we have a pair of rock drakes. We've got a couple pairs of rock drakes, honestly. I could breed a few of them up and go get ourselves something to collect more eggs with, because I have not started the breeding in that regard. The spiders, I've kind of just let them over here. which has kind of worked, but it kind of hasn't. It may be better to actually try to do it in waves like I normally do. I feel like we should definitely do that. That would be a good idea, huh? I wouldn't mind going down into the trench again to try to find ourselves an even higher level rock drakes. But at the moment, I just don't know. We've done those kind of dangerous things a few times. It couldn't hurt in the matter of, like, I want to get something really strong. I want a rock drake that's going to do a lot of power for us. Alright, so as I was thinking, I think I am going to just back up Sterling real quick, and we'll have them breed with the other two. We'll have 2 rock drake eggs, which will be probably more than enough to tame most of the leveled oviraptors that we may end up finding. We'll just kind of get them going real quick. And since they do take a while, I'll be around to actually grab both the eggs. I won't end up losing out on that at all. Okay, there's one. Thank you. And the other very shortly. Perfect. I mean, given my base size, I don't know exactly how high of a level we want for an oviraptor. I'm just going to head out with my Cosmo. Let's go try to find one. Just got to go up to the green zone. Last time I poked my head up there, there wasn't too far away. I'll just be able to use my my crossbow really quick. And we'll also put out the scanner so I know exactly where to look. But last time I looked, there was some just right in the middle of this forest over here. So we're after an oviraptor. Let's swap over to that real quick. Oviraptor. Doesn't have to be high level. I would like it to be, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, of course, there's a lot of things right there. What level are you? 115? Nah. Going out on foot always feels dangerous in this map, no matter how high level you are. I know that basilisks can spawn over here too, and that definitely does not make me feel more safe. Oh, V-Raptor, where are you at? Oh, I hear you. Oh, wow. At 150 of all things. That's crazy. I'm going to have to chase you down now. Because you ran into me. I didn't know you were right there. I was still looking from where you were. Now I can't see anything. Oh, no. Oh, there you are, friend. I don't know if 2 of these is going to be enough now. Just underestimate just how fast they are sometimes. At least I can still just keep an eye on where it is. It's a little cheap in that regard. Who needs hunting skills when you can just use a scanner? Are you still this way? Oh, did you turn around? I think he turned around. He's a sneaky little guy. Hello. Oh! Okay, that was not the one I was chasing after. Oh no. It killed him. This is ADD moment right now. This is... Oh, look at this! Oh, look at this! Oh my god, was that 25? I can't even knock him out! Alright, the 150 has been lost in here for sure. I don't know exactly where. But I'm pretty sure that'll... Oh, it didn't kill it. I'm not going to settle for a level 40, dude. I'm not. I found a 150. I don't want to tame a level 40, even though it didn't kill it, which is a surprise. Where did 150 go? It's already been hit. It's just not knocked out. I see you. What level are you? Maybe we fire and then ask later. It didn't go out in one shot. Oh, no, it did. 110. You know what? A 110 should do fine. I can't see it all. I'm not really going to try to figure this out otherwise, so here you go. 2 eggs from some rock drakes should be just fine in taming you. I have another cryopod, right? Yeah. I am definitely going to need more of those very soon. If we can actually get our replicator up and going, I won't have to take it anywhere else. I can just make it at base, which would be awesome. But it'll still take a while to make that happen, so... I don't know. I guess we'll see what we can do. Oh, you're the 150, of course. Now you show yourself again. Whatever. 110's fine. I'm assuming that hopefully the 110 will actually be able to be tamed. So, I guess we'll have to see. If that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna have to plan more. And plan better. Oh, no! One's fine. Don't eat the other one! Wait! Oh, you ate the other one. Okay, you're fine. It's okay. Welcome to the team, little buddy. Let's head on home before something decides to show up and give us more trouble. Now that you actually decided to join us, though, we'll have more eggs than we're probably ever going to need. Oh, that was clean. I didn't mean to actually hit that, but okay, it's fine. As long as I didn't take the damage for it. I think I took a little bit, actually. Oh well. It's fine. I'm not dead. And we make it home. Yes. Sweet. Oh, hi. How's it going, guys? I brought a new friend home. We can even throw them out right away. I'm probably just going to leave them in the middle of the base then. I don't know how big your range is going to be. But, well, at least kind of gets you up and going. You're already picking up eggs from everybody. Nice. Let's just pull some meat for you so you don't end up eating everything. That would be nice. You can already reach the spiders and you can reach the cosmos from here. So I feel like the middle of the base is probably the best bet. We can just kind of leave you here. And we won't have to worry about anything happening to you. Right? Sweet. I told you you'd be able to get a whole bunch more of where that came from if you decided to join us. Time that just fine. And with all these, we'll have just an endless supply of at least their tier of egg. Because they just have so many of those just sitting around. So we have the industrial forge, the industrial cooker. We've got ourselves the grinder, the chem bench. There's really just the other optional things that are left to craft when it comes to the industrial tier. The preserving bin is kind of nice because it does make up of the jerkies very fast. But I'm not really worried about that right now. There is one other thing that I might want to make, and it is technically optional. You don't have to use this, and I think if I did, I would only use it for one thing, and that would be collecting mutton from the sheep. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe we won't worry about that here. We'll just leave it. It's been okay the way I've been doing it so far. So, I mean, really, I could try to breed out the Megalosaurus to at least get ourselves some imprinted ones. Because, yeah, the best one's going to be 209, or at least, you know, close to the 209. This one has better stamina, and I think better weight. Yeah, but that's about it. This one's literally the best one. It has almost 10,000 health by default, and then 342% melee, where this one has 8,000 health, 300 melee, yeah. So, the first one we saved, the very first one at the very beginning, was our best shot. With how easy it was to knock them out, though, I don't think it would be too much of a hassle to just kind of keep trying to do that every now and then. Just tame one or two, and then see if they can be added to the stat pile. Come on over here, Ravager. You did this one. The Ravager has always been very helpful when it comes to going out and grabbing all of the stuff that we collected from the node, just because the Rock Drake can only carry so much. The Ravager is over 1,000 weight, where the Rock Drake, even our best one's only about 800, so kind of good to swap those around every now and then. The Ravager is very nice. So I've kind of decided that I'm going to go down and kind of go out of order with the caves. Not that it technically matters. But I have a fully repaired set of hazmat armor. I've got a good rock drake with good stamina. I think I'm going to go down into the red zone. Oh god, that lag. I'm going to go down into the red zone, and I'm going to try to go get the red cave done. It has been a while since I've done it, so it may take a second to find the right spot. But I definitely want to try to just get at least one of the other caves done today. Because we've been waiting on the blue one for a little while, and I'm still trying to decide whether I actually want to use a Sarco or not. Honestly, like, if we were able to find a good saddle for a Rock Drake, like I've said before, we could try to use one of these guys through there. It just kind of depends on what creature is in our way when trying to go down that hole in the water. Oh, we got another Rock Drake down here. I'm not even going to bother battling any of those guys at this point in time. We are going to be slowly taking tick damage onto our armor, but at this point, that should be fine. Was that another Rock Drake trying to get me? I don't know if it followed me or not. Okay, so if I remember right, the cave is kind of back here. I'm going to kind of just go forward and then go along back there, I guess. Since I have done this cave before, at least when trying to play this map the last time, luckily I at least have it mapped out. You can tell I haven't really been everywhere in Aberration just yet. I think this is it. Unless this is the one that goes to the surface. Oh, no, this definitely goes to the surface. This is not where we want to go. This is going to get us melted on the... up where we were earlier. Right, it continues quite a bit more up this direction. Alright. I'm going to have to keep an eye on my feathers for my Rock Drake. I don't want to run into any Reapers while we're over here. Definitely are not prepared because I didn't bring a light pet other than our spider. So we're going to have to be very careful of being back here. We'll go that way, and we'll go further down past this. Following the river down. Oh, I need to stop right now. Okay, Reaper sees me. Luckily, I am not on the same floor as them. We're getting our stamina back. We're cool. What level is this thing? Reaper Queen 125. Oh, boy. I don't know if I've really heard that music on Aberration Ascended just yet. That sounded pretty crazy. Oh, dude, why did you have to jump off the side like that? Sometimes when these guys are climbing on the wall, they definitely just jump the opposite way than you want them to. It is not helpful when you do that, guys. It is not helpful. Ooh, a yellow drop. I would be a lot more tempted if we weren't so deep in the red territory, to be honest. Alright, I'm pretty confident this is the cave right here. This is where we were trying to go. So I'm going to have to get all of our stamina up. I haven't been in here on this run just yet, so I don't know what has or has not spawned. If it follows suit to every other time that we've gone into a cave on single player, we should be pretty safe in here. I'm just going to kind of get our stamina back on the side right here. Just kind of stop for a moment, get everything back, and then once we kind of get inside the main bit of the cave, I'm going to have to go into cloak, and hopefully I can climb the wall and stay cloaked long enough to get to the artifact and then get out. Okay, we'll just kind of get a little bit closer to where the main bit of the cave is. I can see we already have some creatures in here that we're going to have to be a little bit worried about. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to cloak now. We're going to go for it. I'm going to have to deal with trying to do some upside-down wall climbing. It is so janky sometimes while trying to do that. But if I remember correctly, the artifact should be up near the top here. Oh, don't go into first person. That's just going to throw everything off. Which way are we looking now? Oh, I made a mistake doing that. I have no idea where we are anymore. Okay, we are up top. This is kind of where I'm wanting to go. I'm pretty sure it's more up this direction. Oh no, I've lost myself. I have no idea where we are. Oh, is there a note in here? I think there's a note in here. I've never gotten the note, and I have to for this. I'm also pretty sure I'm seeing through the ground that I really shouldn't be seeing through right now. It seems a little bit broken at the moment. Oh, I accidentally did some damage to something. That's gonna throw everything for a loop. Hold on, just keep moving. Keep moving. I need to get to a spot where there's nothing. There's a lot over here. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, no. I might have lucked out here. We're going to just get our stamina back. Hopefully we don't get attacked by anything. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh man, I think I found the perfect spot to uncloak. That could have been awful. Okay, I need to get my bearings back. I need to find where the entrance of this cave is initially, and then try to work our way to where things are. Because this cave is unnecessarily big, considering if you know the path, you can get straight to it and not have to really interact with anything. And after accidentally getting turned around, I'm definitely going the wrong way. And I can literally see through the roof, which is not helpful here. I don't know why it's doing that. Alright. I need to find another safe spot to land. That is not it over there. Oh, no. Okay, we landed on top of this. I think we actually are in a safe spot, as much as it doesn't look like it. I am so lucky that that actually worked out that way. I was so terrified that we were going to get absolutely destroyed by landing inside of that. I'm pretty sure that's element water. I don't know for sure, but we do not want to touch it. That I do know. Alright, let's get ourselves onto the wall. And climb up out of here. Holy hell. This was supposed to go super smoothly, but obviously with a whole bunch of things that are kind of getting in my way, it has not gone smoothly. But at the same time, I feel like it could be worse. Oh no, why would I say that? I'm going to turn this on so I can see how much health is left on my armor. Looks like we're at 66% of our health on that. 66 health in general. I feel like it is supposed to be over this direction. The thing is, it's so broken that I just don't know what I'm looking at. And that does not help. Okay, let's get a moment. I'm pretty sure it's over there, the left side of my screen. I'm pretty sure that's the way that I need to go. Okay, jump this direction. We'll go up through this hole. I'm pretty sure this is the correct spot to go. It's very small. We're going to have to figure out where the actual note is, if this is the right spot to go. Because I don't know where the actual note is at this point. Oh yeah, sure enough, here's the artifact. We do have some things here that I definitely don't want to have to deal with, though. Very freaky. If I do a dash, and then we jump. Come on, get out. Thank you. I just wanted to get an attack in, piss everybody off, get them all to follow me off the edge. Oh my god. Did we get hit by the Arthro? No, that would have been absolutely awful. Alright, I think we've lured the most dangerous things off of this platform. So we should be able to just deal with the Seekers, the Nameless that shows up here, and the Scorpion. That should be fine. Oh, there is that problem. Okay, we just got some Nameless Venom. That is awesome. I need a second to actually hop down and grab this artifact, but we're going to have Seekers, they're going to have Nameless coming out. That is the thing about not having an actual light pet on me that's going to be an issue. So I'm going to grab this now. I'll get back onto our buddy, and we're going to get out of here quickly before something else happens to us. We don't want a Reaper to spawn on us, that would be awful. Whew, okay, so we got the artifact. What are you doing, my buddy? Don't get anyone else's attention. Nope. Oh, yeah. We still need to actually get the note that's inside this place, but we have the artifact. There's that at least. Oh, man. Maybe I need to just double-check exactly where the note is real quick. I've got to decide... Oh. Okay, well, I'm glad that I didn't just jump for it and end up landing in all of that down there. I need to decide whether it's worth trying to grab this right now or if I want to come back late. It's not super far from where I am, but it is kind of down in the middle of everything. And that's kind of the biggest problem. Is if I don't land just right, I might end up getting stuck down there and not being able to jump out in time. Of course, there just had to be a note inside of this cave. That's going to be the hardest thing to deal with in here. Now that I actually found my bearings and got the note, got the actual artifact, we need to find this stupid note. We don't have a lot to deal with here, buddy. We cannot afford to get caught somewhere where we're not supposed to be. So we're at 89.46. It's like right ahead of us, just 2 more meters. Don't mind me. I'm not here. It was looking like it was by a couple crystals. Alright, we're going to go back into Cloak. Which may not matter if they already have seen me, apparently. Oh, there it is right there. Grab the note. Marked off officially. Let's get out of this cave before our armor breaks, huh? Actually, I was turned around. Apparently the exit is this direction. I just got to try to make it over to... Well, just going to go towards the Diplo farm. No, I'm going the right way. Ultimately, I just have to make sure that I don't end up pissing a whole bunch of stuff off as I'm trying to get out of here. Oh my god. Okay, we just pissed off a few things. It's okay. The exit is still this way. We're getting out of here. We've got the artifact, we got the note, we won't have to come back in here again. Sweet. And we can go back and fix our armor. We're at about half health on that, so we should be fine. I was definitely worried about it, but it looks like we are in the clear. And you gotta love it. Gonna get Sam in the back, and we'll just dart out of here. I'm also gonna turn this back on again. There should be a note right outside this cave. Maybe I want to grab it just so I don't have to go back down this deep again. Not entirely sure, though. Oh, look, it's right in front of me. Yoink. The effects of the monster's and we're going to leave that be. Is there anything horrible next to that? Yeah, there is. I don't really want to deal with the drop then. We need to get out of here. That is our goal, and that is the only thing I'm going to worry about. We had a couple really close calls inside of that cave, to be honest. More than I've ever had. Granted, I've never tried to specifically stop and get the note in there before, so that's definitely part of why we had a close call in there. Ugh. The other part, of course, is because for some reason the ceiling was broken and I could see the stars. I don't know what that was all about, but hey, We figured it out regardless, even though it was very disorienting to see all that. But regardless of the close calls, we did make it through, and I'm going to go place this at our base. I am so glad to see this place, to be honest. That place, I was panicking a lot more than I let on. You probably thought I was panicking for quite a bit, but internally I was panicking so much more than that. Well, it seems in our absence, everything is kind of refreshed in what's spawned here. Because there definitely weren't Ankies before. But we've got some hanging around here now. I'm going to deal with this this particular nameless, since I actually can get it up to the light. You're going to come over here, right? Yeah! How does that not count? Oh, it's because it's not actually fully activated still. That's good to know. If it's not actually open, it's not doing anything. Even to the nameless. Alrighty. He'll just stay down there then. I don't have to worry about him. Thank you so much for that, Sterling. I'm glad that you ended up coming out relatively unscathed. Maybe... you don't even need to eat one of those. You're pretty well healed up at this point. I'm just going to keep putting whatever nameless venom I get inside of the preserving bin over here. I mean, everything that I had is gone now. So even if we are going to do the boss anytime soon, I mean, these are probably going to be gone too, but... Never know. I've been having the Cosmos kind of breed up every now and then, so I have a couple of those. I think I want to save up maybe like 8 eggs, and then I'll hatch all of those and see if we get something cool. At that point, at least we'd know if we're going to get what we're after. I did start these guys, but apparently their eggs are just outside of reach of the Oviraptor, so I'm actually going to back them up a little bit, get a little bit closer. Good to know, good to know. Despite the fact that the best stats are on the one female, we still should try to breed it into a male so we have a pair to work with. And then whatever we end up finding in the future, if they have better stats, then that will be what we'll focus on from then on. And now the moment we've been waiting for, since we ran down to another cave, we may as well place the artifact. I'm still going to put it in the third spot, just because it is considered the third cave. We'll have to get ourselves the blue one very, very soon, because this place looks very, very empty after that. A little bit curious about how well these guys swim. I mean, they seem to be okay. As long as I'm cloaked, I don't really have to worry about too much either. Kind of makes me feel like we might just want to rush the water cave as well. I'll at least kind of go take a look at what to expect on the entrance there. Just because that one spot is really the only one I'd want to worry about. If we keep our distance from things even like eels, it doesn't seem like I have to worry about them too much. I'm going to go take a peek. If it doesn't seem like it's something that we can pull off, then I won't. But I do want to know for sure before we try to work on trying to get ourselves a different creature. I did say we could at least try with a rock drake, but obviously we don't want to end up dying with one. Also, yellow drop? Come on, man. You gotta be something good. Oh. It's a good amount of electronics and shotgun shells. I'll take that. So this is the right spot? Yeah, there's the hole right there. Do I see something dangerous in there right away? I don't know. Cloak. Going in. How deep is this thing? Are we going to be okay with our oxygen? I can grab some oxygen tanks, because I have some. Oh, no. This may have been a mistake. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anything in the bottom of this at the moment. Crap. I feel like I would kind of just have to commit at this point, because we're past what I had for oxygen. There's the top. Just don't get stuck underneath it. Ooh, okay. I did not know for sure how that would go. I feel like I'm going to have to get off my rock drake right now, though. And that's a little bit nerve-wracking. I mean, I have a cryopod I could use for him. Oh my god, I'm invisible. I should have known that, though. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm definitely nervous about the fact that I'm in here right now. Considering I did not have this fully planned out. Are you holding anything that's very, I'll take the arrows. I mean, I have my crossbow on me, and it's going to do a lot of damage on a lot of the things. Maybe we will just pick up this guy and, just attempt this. I've got him inside of my, cryopod, so when we need him again, we can use him. This cave's not going to limit me on the Cosmo usage, right? Nah, we're good. Interesting. Definitely not 100% confident on trying to do all this on foot, but having the ability to do this with me and with the rock drake in my inventory, maybe we'll be fine. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't have been able to fit through this part of the cave anyway, so I guess we'll just go for it. So I don't know whether or not there's actually a note inside of here. The thing that I'm using is not super clear as to whether or not there's something in here that I have to look out for. So I'm going to kind of assume for now that there isn't. I don't know. A lot of this place over here kind of looks like there might be some, given what I've seen in the images. Is there a mushroom tree, like, right here somewhere? Oh, what is going on with that? Why is half the map just disappearing on me? I don't like that. Why is that happening? Alright. I mean, first things first, let's get ourselves into a situation where we're going to actually get close to the artifact. Because right now, I'm actually just in a different spot. We're going to have to go through another underwater section before we can even get to the artifact. And I don't even know how safe this area over here is going to be. We're probably going to have to use our rock drake yet again. Let's let out the rock drake. God, I hope it can actually fit through there underneath the ground, underneath this water. If we can go into cloak, we can at least scout it out a little bit. And we shouldn't have to worry about what's just hanging out underneath this bit of water. I hope, anyway. Just don't touch any jellyfish, and we'll be okay, right? Just cloak and swim. Cloak and swim, cloak and swim. This place is pretty long, actually. A lot longer than I remember it being. But we made it, it's fine, right? Oh, man. Oh, why would I uncloak here? I can just jump, and we're fine. Nice, we made it inside this other part of the cave. Woohoo! I'm seeing Sarcos, I've got a couple other things. There's another area we have to swim through right there, which looks very glowy. But, I mean, I do feel like there was a reason to go up along the top. Maybe there's a note up there, actually. So what I need to do for sure, right now, is I need to get to a spot where nothing's going to be able to bite me. We're going to have to uncloak. Uncloak. Let's max out again real quick. I'm probably going to just go for the underwater part. No, let's just see if we actually can fit through on the rock drake. If not, this was a mistake, but at least we'll know going forward. Because honestly, I was told that you could do this if you had cryopods. I just didn't know for sure how well it would work. I've just never tried it. I've always done berries. So I mean, it's like, as long as nothing aggroes these guys, as scary as it is to just swim past them. Go down. Go. I hate that. Why did you see me? How did you see me? You were cloaked. Oh my god. I must have actually run up against it and actually touched it. That's probably the only way that it would see me and trigger that. Oh, hello. Let's just let's just pretend that that wasn't a thing, right? Carcanos. So we could go through there. We did get zapped by an eel, which was very scary because I was worried that it was going to ruin my cloak, but it didn't, and that's okay. The artifact is right here. And if I have to bite this seeker, then so be it. That's, I mean, out of all the things, that's probably the less, like, one of the lesser things to worry about at this point, right? Without my light stuff on, they're not going to be buffed, and it's okay. Oh, now we get the Nameless, I forgot. If we're uncloaked, the Nameless will show up. I'm going to have to be uncloaked just enough to grab the artifact and go. Okay, we're going to stay right there. I'm going to run and grab the artifact. Then we'll hop back on you. And we'll get out of here, right? Better safe than sorry, you know? If I get away from you now while I'm cloaked, then you'll stop being aggroed on me. And you won't accidentally call a Reaper. And, you know, the day will be good. And now I have to get my stamina back, of course. Oh, crap. Nope, I think we're fine. There is one right there, but it's not biting me. Okay. I don't love being in here with my rock drake, but we are. But we're getting out of here. And we're cloaked again, and we're fine. I mean, I've looked like 5 times. I'm not seeing any note in here. So I'm going to quickly swim out of here. We're just going to go. Go across. Go on through. Try not to get zapped again. That's all we need to do. At least for this section. Whoop! Go. We got zapped again, but not by a jellyfish. So we're okay. Just go. It darkens the freaking screen when that happens, so it freaked me out a little bit. So if you guys know of actually any notes that are inside of this cave, definitely let me know. Because at this point in time, from everything that I'm finding or trying to find, I'm not seeing anything definitive. And I don't remember there being one in here, but the other two caves had one, so it definitely makes me feel like there should be one somewhere. We've made it outside of this particular water area as well. We're not going to need to worry about the cloaking at the moment. We waited long enough for the cryopod to kind of reset, so I should be able to pick up our buddy here. Let's take this other venom. There we go. Since we have our Cosmo on our shoulder, we can just kind of get ourselves up to the point where we're ready to get out of here. Sounds like I just missed out on a drop, unfortunately. Wow. Let's get up here. Get to a higher zone. I mean, I've never looked throughout these areas over here. I just worry about trying to come back down in here at some other point to get a note and then end up getting killed. You know what I mean? I have no idea if there's anything in here right at the moment. And the thing that I was using to look is not telling me very clearly. But here's the exit to the cave. We're right back over here. Looks like the ground has fixed itself for now. I wonder if it's going to stay that way once we get onto the ground. It looks like we're okay for now. I'll have to do more research. If there is one in here, then we'll have to come back and grab it at some point. I really hope that there isn't, because I hate going down here, but if it's in an earlier area versus the very end, then that would be easier. But we'll just have to see. I hope there's just nothing at all. Okay. Pull ourselves up. Get up out of the way where the nameless can be. I'd rather not... Oh, what? That was super weird. It's obviously not supposed to be like that. The water from this area over here kind of leaked into the main part of the main part of the area. That's crazy. So we're going to have to let our rock trick out in this water, and then we're going to have to go up from there. We should be able to cloak inside the water, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're good there. Oh, it's just a matter of actually being able to get ourselves up high enough, quick enough. I don't think it's too confusing of a path, but I guess we'll just have to see if we can do it again, huh? Let's go, Sterling. Let's not drown. Okay, it's not too bad. I just wish we could do a little bit more of a vertical swim. We'll just have to go in circles. Sorry if it makes you guys a little bit dizzy. Ah, yeah, we're good. We are clear. So, I mean, what I kind of feel like doing then, before I leave this area, I feel like what I want to do is I'm going to look at all the notes that are within this area, and if they are on this part, then I'll grab them, and if it turns out that there's one here somewhere that I cannot find, then I'll assume that it's down in the cave. So we'll just kind of give that a moment. Okay, looks like there's a note right here. Let's pick up that. Is that a Bob Sawtails one? I think it is.
So at first
Yep, sweet. Okay, another one on this side of the water. Should be a Rockwell node not far from here. Oh, there it is. Got it. Oh, come on. Of course you just landed down on this. Cosmo. The note may glow blue, but so does everything else over here. Oh yeah, it's right here. So, I mean, unless this one that I'm seeing, which is not really all that close after all, is actually underneath in the cave, I think we're actually might be in the clear. And there it is. I mean, so with this note being collected, one to be actually collected, excuse me, fellas, that would just be great if you'd let me grab it. Thank you, Rockwell. So with that one being collected, honestly, that would be the only one, or the last one, that could be within the area of the cave. So I don't think there's one down there. I think we actually are good to go, and we'll just go drop off the artifact at our base, which will be awesome. Despite all the notes that I've been grabbing recently as well, I've only really grabbed a total of 35 or so out of the 170-ish that are on this map. So we still have a ways to go, but at least we're making progress now. And with the caves out of the way, that's just one less thing to have to worry about. Perfect. Thank you, Sterling. I didn't even really know if that was going to go well, but sometimes you just kind of send it. And we ended up getting out of there okay with it, and I'm not going to complain. All 3 aberrant artifacts collected yet again. Now we need to actually get all the other tributes that we're going to need for the boss fight. That's going to be a little crazy. That, and I also need to actually finish making up our tech suit, and also get ourselves the strong Megalosaurus is all bred up. So we still have quite a bit of work to do. I'm going to have to keep keeping an eye on these things, and I don't know if they're going to recharge if I'm outside of render. I've been gone for a while, and these things aren't charged yet, so I do think I have to kind of be around them. That's just an extra level of pain, you know? Another benefit of servers versus single player. There are benefits and downfalls of each, not gonna lie, but the fact that this doesn't charge up when you're not around, kind of a pain. To be honest, since we did just do that and not have to worry about the baryonic saddle, I'm gonna break it down. We're only allowing ourselves to bring blueprints to each next map anyway, so if we're not gonna use it, then what's the point in holding on to it? Let's get all of these precious resources. Same with the Sarco saddle. Just kind of get everything that we can and make sure that we can build everything else we need going forward. Sad to see it go, but at the same time, it was definitely time for it. All right, we're going to put all of our points in from our Oviraptor into the melee stat, just to kind of make sure that this guy can increase his range. Let's see, and then how heavy are you right now? Like, how overweight we talking? Because we got to make sure that you are super overweight, so that I can put you onto Wander, so that every other creature around gets a little egg boost. That working? Sure is. Fantastic. Okay. For the time being, I'm going to tell this guy to stop collecting fertilized eggs. I'm going to steal the spider eggs out of here. We're going to hatch all these 5. I did say I was going to wait till I had more, but at the same time, 5 is more than I've ever really hatched at once. Let's see if we can get ourselves the combined stats finally on these guys. So that one came out at 232, already pretty low. 237, very possible. 233, 229, and a 230. So 237, very possible, assuming they don't have any kind of mutation. Let's take a look at this real quick. They've got the 480 in the charge capacity. Show ancestors, no mutation there. This may, in fact, be our perfect female. So we've got 1012, 480, 1184. Let's double check that with the parents real quick. 404.8. Yeah, we have our perfect female. Nice. So this is our perfect level. We were literally one off beforehand, which is kind of crazy. But I am going to name her perfect female. So we have that ready going forward. I'm going to kind of get her to follow me over here, and then we'll take care of all the other ones. And once she's actually grown up, then we'll use her to try to get the perfect male pulled out. I'm glad that worked out. I was honestly getting a little bit concerned about how long that was going to take. Now, you can go back to collecting both, just in case those Megalosauruses have dropped some. Ooh, I didn't put away the venom fast enough. Those are going to spoil super quick. So, despite it not really being part of our plan, we do have all of the 3 artifacts officially collected as of now. So, between episodes, I'm going to focus on trying to get ourselves the rest of the element that we're going to need. I'm also going to be doing more surface runs, and I think I'll just be showing you guys the best of what I get in that treasure chest down there every time I do that. For now, I've run out of time for this episode, so if you did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got anything to bring up about this series or anything else on the channel, please do so in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!